All right, guys, it's that time again. Part of the week. Talk about anime. We back.
I'm
This,
so happy.
yeah, we got Alan and Arm. It's us again. I keep making this freaking Three Stooges joke because I don't got anything left. I don't
Well,
know what there else is left.
it's what happens when nerds can't come through, I guess.
Yeah,
Shit.
KV got called in for work, and
Yep.
Bryce is being Bryce, and Alex is being Alex. Where's Carrie?
Where is Carrie?
I'm just gonna
I
tweet him
saw
right now. I'm
Carrie.
gonna be like, Carrie,
He,
where are you at?
he
I don't
was
even know
at
what Carrie's.
CEO. He was at CEO. We hung out. I played him in BB. The first time in like 3 years I played him.
Damn.
Damn, it's pretty dope.
Yeah.
But yeah, anime. It's pretty close to the end. I think some stuff ended this week actually. So
Did it? Nothing I watched ended.
What ended?
oh, okay. You never mind. I kept thinking Recreators is over, but it's not.
No, it is
but
not.
Dude, this was like the most forgettable episode of Recreators ever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I felt like I had to think about it for a couple seconds. I was like, wait, what happened?
Let's just talk about that first, then. I guess Recreators.
We at
Well-
least just like know what I don't know.
She's live. That is definitely the truth.
Yeah.
At this
Okay.
point.
So yeah. First of all, you guys are right. You guys are right.
I mean,
I-
yeah. It
I was
doesn't feel
wrong.
good to be right, but yeah.
Yeah, I was about to say you guys are right, but I wish I don't think any of us wishes that because
Wait, what did we say at the beginning?
we were talking about last week. I was saying I hope I think and I hope that she's dead.
Oh no. Nope.
Sucks.
I mean, nah, it wasn't gonna happen. Nah,
Yeah, whatever. Anyways,
sorry, Brett.
that's over with and done. So I'll have to play the punishment game at some point, whatever that is. But yeah, so she's alive, and I don't think we even get much else. What even happened in this episode?
We just we got backstory.
Yeah, he finally like
see.
explained to everyone. He was like, "Oh yeah, I knew the whole time. By the way, guys, yeah."
I just think
yeah.
like it's not like his reason that she commits suicide. Probably it's just because,
Dude.
he actually just felt like a complete dick. I guess.
Well, we
Dude,
don't.
the bait they pulled was so whack. The one where she was like almost fell off the
Yeah.
rafters. I was like, "Oh my god!"
Well, no.
was
Well,
so
we
whack.
saw the way she died at the very beginning.
We did.
Yeah,
We
she
did?
jumped
I
in
don't
front of
remember
the
that at
train.
all. I
Dan,
definitely don't
you
remember
guys
that.
need to like pay attention to shows. when you're watching
Oh,
them.
I'm sorry, Alan.
mean-
I'm sorry.
Is that
Go-
what matters?
Go on, Alan. Tell me.
Well, at the very beginning, it's just some random girl jumping in front of a train, and you're just like, "What?" that was her.
Oh.
Yes.
All right. Well, that's kind of what we could infer from this episode, but they haven't finished telling
Yeah.
the story yet. So I still think there's room for him to bully her more until she kills herself. Like maybe she finally talks to him and he says some really dumb anime misunderstanding.
That would be super whack.
And then she kills herself over misunderstanding. That would
Yeah,
be so
that
anime.
sounds
God.
like par
That
for the
would be
course.
So anime. Oh
That
my
sounds
God.
like par for the course. That's like, he's just like, well, I wasn't really your friend. I can't even make it up without hurting
Oh
my
my
head, so I'm just
God.
gonna stop. I won't even say it.
Okay, so I'm gonna say no. That's not gonna happen. And this is how you're going to redeem yourself, Brett, by yomiing this.
I think there's more to the story. I don't know if I go all my chips on this thing I was talking about, but I do not think it is as simple as he didn't say shit. I definitely think I will bet that they talked again.
I think so too.
Like he definitely played
you
a
think-
more active role in her suicide than just like I didn't say shit because it felt
Shit,
good.
Yeah. All right.
That was so cheesy.
That was super bad. That was. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even really against a lot of the things that this series tries to say like that. In fact, a lot of the stuff I actually like. It just has more to do with we don't care about this guy. He's a fuck boy who doesn't do
Yeah.
shit.
I mean, hopefully they give him more of a role, I guess, which I'm assuming they will.
Is that even possible? Like let's think about this for a second. Like how would they really redeem this character? He's already halfway.
They have to just give him some sort of power.
Yeah, they have to let him write something into existence.
Yes,
or draw
pretty
something
much.
Into existence. I think that's exactly what they're going to do too. By the way.
Yeah, he's gonna like create the. I don't know.
He's either going to rewrite Altair or he's going to do something for like some other character. I don't know, or make his own character. I don't know, but he's gonna write something.
You see, the thing about that is, it's a saying that a good protagonist is someone who acts and is an active part of the plot, which is of course literally the opposite of this main character, right? He doesn't do shit at all. Sure. So I'm just thinking, even if he does some shit like makes another character or something, it's never gonna, I feel like unless they really literally change this character's personality 180, it's never really gonna feel like he's doing anything out of his own, volition. They're just gonna be like, hey, there's a plot reason you need to do this thing, and he's like, okay, I'll make the thing, and then the thing happens. It's pretty like shitty main character 101 in my opinion.
I kind of agree. I got the same feeling.
I mean, he's like literally jobbing about this whole fucking anime. It's like, that's why I think it was just so whack when they give us all that stuff about how he felt bad and all that crap. It's like, we don't care. There's no reason for us to care about this guy. He's fucking worthless.
Yeah.
I care more about literally any other character. He is at the bottom, actually. Like, at this point, we definitely care more about the writer dude than this guy.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Yeah. He's actually godlike.
Yeah, like, we definitely are like, hey, this guy's pretty cool. There's literally every character is more interesting than the main character.
I want you to be this way.
They have to show MC's past so we can see the girl. That's the whole reason for it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yep. That one girl.
Yeah. I mean, I agree with Kurizu that Alice is pretty fucking bad too. I mean, no one's gonna argue with that. She's also just like this driving force of dumb anime misunderstanding plot.
She's just extra dumb though. Like nobody likes her, like.
I mean, I don't know. Give her another like 2 10-minute speeches, and maybe she'll come around. Who knows? If they give her that much time, which I don't know. Anyways, yeah, that's about it for this episode, I think, right? Not much else. Just talking.
Yeah, their bodies heal super fast, and you just see
her
killing.
Fuck, you're right. That was whack.
Yeah, it was pretty stupid.
That was easy. That was an easy one for them. They were like, oh, how are we gonna make her stay alive? Oh, their bodies heal super fast. Okay, that was an easy one.
She had a fucking spear through her fucking chest. It's not about, you have to be fucking Wolverine to live through that shit. Like, like what the fuck? Which on an extremely long tangent is one of the things I do like about this manga that I was reading and chilling a couple weeks ago called Fire Punch, which is about it's like some post-apocalyptic universe with X-Men basically. And there's a there are people with regenerating powers, which is apparently common because I guess there aren't that many powers at all. So just like hella people have like basically Wolverine's power, but they have them in various strengths. And it actually was one of the few series that have regenerating powers that aren't just like fucking broken. Like if you actually beat them up enough, they'll just die, kind of thing.
Oh, okay.
And it made me think like, yeah, wow, there aren't actually very many series that have that kind of gray area with regenerating powers. They're usually just like, Wolverine.
You just don't die unless you're disintegrated.
Yeah, I mean, Wolverine survived a fucking atom bomb.
Yeah.
He literally survived a nuke. He like regenerated from like a piece of dust.
You know who that sounds like?
What?
Who is that character in Magical Girl Rising who like came back from being like
the one who got put into the barrel and thrown to the bottom of the ocean?
Yep.
Yeah.
That show is great. What a great character.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that episode was whack.
Yeah. What else? Let's talk about something else. I
don't know. What do you want to talk about?
I don't know.
What do you want to talk about, Brett?
Okay, let's talk about Tsukigakure. I think that's the most pressing topic of this week because I finally watched it. I did my homework.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, you can tell us what you think overall.
I got the gold star for doing my homework. I guess I'm like 4 weeks late, but Tsukigakure. I'm liking it a fair amount. But you guys gotta tell me how you guys think that this main character is a badass, because I think this main character is really average. I think he's pretty par for the course. I don't think he's
for every other like romance show on the planet. He like pretty much conquered the last episode of every show in about 2.
I mean, he doesn't go in till 3.
I mean, that's still better than not going in for the whole season.
I mean, I guess so. I mean, I don't. I would interpret that as all the other things you guys are talking about are like subpar. I think this is pretty par.
I don't know, man.
On par.
I don't think this is par.
I think this is par.
Then what's another par?
You got to at least give it like a birdie, you know? Like he got in there.
Like maybe above. I would say above average. I would not say anything beyond above average. Like he has plenty of his own fuckboy moments now. Like come on, like
no. The whole thing was that we were saying he was like low key. Like he's doing it. You said he's like above par. He's doing it while also being like the super quietest, whatever, like kind of about it.
Okay, so I guess I'll agree with that. That as far as like while being a super shy character, he is able to get into ass pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
I'll agree with that.
I mean, that's all like the real point is, because I mean he has parts where like he literally just walks up to Hira who's talking to her and is just like, yeah, this is my
yeah, but that's not till like episode 5 or some shit. But that was good.
Yeah, I know. We were still rolling along. That was a couple weeks ago when we were talking about it. I'm pretty sure that was the epised we saw. It's like where he just rolled up and was like, "This is my girlfriend."
Yeah, I mean that was good. I approve of that.
Yeah, that was beast. And then they went and hung out by themselves. That was godlike. They didn't meet back up with the team.
Yeah, squad got left behind.
I hate to reiterate myself every single time, but I'm going to say it again, which is just another testament to how stupidly narrow my dumb strike zone is I fucking love Chinatsu because she can't win. I fucking love her. She's super good. Chinatsu is actually kind of best girl.
The brown girl?
Yeah.
I forget her. Okay.
If she had a better hair design, I'd definitely just be like all in on her. Like if they swap designs, like if she had like longer hair and the main girl was like short black hair, I'd be like, oh my god, Chinatsu, like all day, every day. But because she's like short brown girl, it's like she's all right, I guess, like design wise. But positioning wise, I definitely like her a lot. Personality wise, she's really good. In fact,
she's definitely.
Yeah, sorry. Go ahead.
She's definitely destined to lose. That's for sure.
Yeah, but that's like, see, she actually not only is she like my favorite destined to lose side girl role, but it's my favorite kind too, which is like the active, outgoing Genki girl who actually probably would be a very good match for the quiet, passive main character. Mm-hmm. And she falls for him because she's also, in tune with his sensibility. Like that's great. all of the stars aligning, but doomed to fail because it's much more funny for us to watch two awkward middle schoolers be really awkward together.
Exactly.
Which is definitely the best part of this show. Is the thing I like the most. I'm actually kind of sad that we've moved to the, as far as last episode might have hinted at, the like, oh no, we're in the relationship, but there are still problems phase. Which is
but then there are no problems.
I mean, there was a problem this episode.
Yeah, for like 2 minutes.
I mean, it was half an episode, and that. I mean, you're right. I mean, you're right
that got resolved. That shit actually didn't last more than an episode.
Well, I would have fucking dropped the series if it lasted more than an episode. I'll tell you that.
I kind of agree. It was kind of whack, even in the time that it lasted.
I will admit
mad at each other.
That pacing wise, the series does a good job of making you angry, even in that literally 10 minutes that there is that mistake. Like, you're just livid. Like, why?
You're gonna do this to me now after all this time, show? Yeah. Come on.
But that's just me being. I'm sick of this trope. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm sick of the boy and girl get together. Yet we still have to have dumb drama. It's the worst. It's actually the worst, because it wouldn't be the worst if it set things up so that these were like two dysfunctional characters who maybe may or may not work out well for each other, and then they're going to try it out anyways, which I would actually like to see an anime about that. Actually, I think that would be really cool. Maybe kind of like, I don't actually know if it happens, but maybe like whatever that fucking series was with the really tall girl and the short guy.
You're talking about
Lovely Complex? Is that the name?
Or Monogatari or something?
No. That's a modern. This is like a while ago. Someone in the chat will know what I'm talking about.
I think I remember what you're talking about, but I forget the name of it.
I don't actually know if that's how that series turned out with, but like, that's just kind of an example of like, at least that sets up for like two characters who might be this like weird match, and they had to deal with their insecurities. But it's like, most of the time these shonen, or not even shonen, just these romance series, it always sets up these two people who are they're meant for each other, and then they go through the hardships of feeling out the neutral game until they get together, and that's fine. Like, that's the best part. And then what happens is you get these fucking series where they get together, and then in manga's case especially, which I'm sure this is based on, if not that, then a light novel or some shit, like, they gotta keep the series going, right? So they get together, but then we gotta stir up the fucking pot. The best example of this I can think of off the top of my head is definitely Kimi ni Todoke. Kimi ni Todoke, which was a pretty popular animated series when it got animated, I would say like 2 or 3 years ago. But it's a manga too, but like that in particular, I vividly remember because I read the manga as well for a long time. And it's like, they get together like halfway through, or maybe even less of where the manga is, and then it just goes to all this stupid, like, we're together, but we still have these dumb issues that make no sense because we're anime characters, so we can't just like fucking talk about it like real fucking people.
Yeah, it's the worst thing ever. That's actually the worst thing in all of anime.
Yeah, it's like rage inducing. It is one of the greatest sins, in my opinion, of fucking anime.
I agree. It's the worst.
Because
I can't stand it.
We can kind of like understand when people are bad at neutral games, but then it's like, instead, we have to watch people who have already won, and then they're just dropping their winning combo over and over and over again.
Yeah, you're right.
It's awful.
It's bad. It's really bad.
That being said, though, I did enjoy the series overall. Line is funny.
Line chat, man.
Stickers.
I do think the series does do a lot of cool novel things. Like, it very much better than most series. It does kind of capture the really awkward romance of being a middle schooler pretty effectively. Like,
it does a good job of actually like, when you send people messages and you don't know what you're gonna send, you're like, think about it for a second. It's like, all right, let's do it. And then like he's like, okay, like that
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, I really like that stuff because that's something that I think is hard to show in different forms of communication. Like, like for example, if this was like real life, like not over, a line, but like let's say it had a romance series where they were just talking to each other, right? And it's like it's much harder to convey like a hesitance in the main character or being unsure of how to communicate with this person like when you're in the physical moment in something like anime because if it was good at expressing real human thought process in that kind of situation, then why the fuck are you making some fucking junky manga? You should be doing something better with your life. At least that's what I think. It's like a lot harder for us to like for them to express that kind of subtlety in like normal talking without being super cheesy, like just generic fucking stuttering or like the dude practicing his lines, all that kind of generic stupid shit we don't want to fucking watch. So I thought this was actually pretty nice. And also all the side characters got like
that's for sure.
Yeah, Roman is a fucking lord.
What do you think of all the little things at the end of the episode?
So the best is easily Inaba and Miu.
Oh, really?
They're, in my opinion, easily the best. It's like the realistic couple with the. It's totally pandering to male audience, but it's totally that where it's the like the girl mix up and you're just getting hit by the mix ups. It's super good.
Yeah, that one's really funny.
Yeah, I love those the most. But they're all pretty good. The girl bitch squads are pretty funny too. And the thirsty teacher is kind of ridiculous. I love it.
The thirsty teacher is definitely broken.
I've never seen a thirstier fucking teacher in anime. Like, what the fuck, dude? She has his face as her fucking wallpaper on her fucking phone.
Yep.
Like she has no chill.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm digging those though. I also like the guy. I forgot the other couple's name where the guy is just trolling his girlfriend all the time.
Yeah, I can't remember.
He's like got the close shaven hair. That guy.
Yeah.
Those ones are pretty cool too. But it's literally just kind of like him trolling her all the time. It's great. I guess it's like the inverse of the other one, but it's pretty. It's kind of male biased, but whatever. My other favorite, my favorite sign one easily so far recently is definitely the one where the mom and the dad read his book.
Oh yeah. Oh wow, he's really starting to understand women.
And then he's like, no, he doesn't understand it.
Yeah,
wow, he doesn't understand women at all. Damn.
Yeah,
poor dad. The dad doesn't know.
It's good, classic jokes, romance jokes. I like it. Yeah, so far, I'm just glad that I think all the dumb fucking love triangle shit is put away. That was the only thing that was kind of like,
dude. We talked about it. Remember when like it was like episode 4 or something? Me and Alan were like, "Oh, dude, is it gonna happen? Is it gonna happen? They're gonna do this?"
Yeah. Oh my god, and they didn't. Thank God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were thinking the same thing.
Yeah, he put the kibosh on that real fast. That's what I'm saying. Like this show is just. I guess I'm so used to all the other BS and other shows, that I just didn't have expectations, and I don't know, it just keeps going against my expectations. That's why I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm liking it. Just so far, my overall evaluation is like it's been fairly well executed, while introducing some nice new things. Like line is cool. And I think I just like how awkward and quiet they are. That's really nice. I think it's kind of risky. Like the series does it kind of takes some risks with just how fucking awkward they are, and like I say risk in the sense of like they are trusting in our patience level and like our intelligence to not just get bored or angry with these characters.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I like a lot, right? That's respecting us as a viewer, and I think that's we're getting kind of rewarded for that, which is great. Like the fact that they can just show these two literally fucking saying nothing and sitting on that bench and just doing absolutely nothing for like fucking 10-second hold shots. I'm like, this is great. I was like, this is my fucking jam right here. A lot of this is honestly my jam, so I'm pretty down. Though, yeah, I don't know where it's gonna go from here.
I don't really either. I guess they're just gonna move them out, and then they're gonna live together and have go to high school. That's like the obvious path, but like, I mean, what's?
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 more episodes. I kind of want to just read the manga at this point. Honestly, it's like,
Is it a manga or a light novel?
I don't know. I'm assuming it's a light novel. I mean, I'm assuming
It's
it's
gotta be a light novel. Definitely guessing light novel.
I'm gonna guess it's a manga.
Drum roll.
I'm looking it up right now.
Oh.
Where do I find?
Oh, it's original. Wow, mix.
What?
Mix.
What? We just got hit by the unblockable. Holy shit!
Wow.
We actually did just get hit by the unblockable.
I guess that makes sense because the series is basically sponsored by Line, right?
I guess.
I mean, the series is like one fucking giant Line commercial, so it sort of makes sense it's original, but who is this written by? Script. Yuko Kakiya, who did a bunch of random things that maybe it's not the script. I mean, I assume it's a script, but maybe there's someone else. The person who wrote the script did some random things. Like a bunch of Kids on the Slope.
Oh.
Did the scenario for 5 episodes of Orange.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Trying
Trying
to see the last 5.
Chihayafuru, which I hear is good, but I didn't watch it.
That's actually a good show. Actually, you didn't watch that show?
Chihayafuru? No.
I feel like that's a show you would get into just because of how ridiculous it is.
I hear Chihayafuru is good. I won't lie.
It is really good.
The only reason I know originally of Chihayafuru is because ProZD puts Chihayafuru as his #1 anime of all time.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. It's awesome though because it's like they're so serious about this game that we have never heard of before. Pretty much, it's kind of like you kind of get that new. You're just like, oh, people are probably serious about this, and it's actually hype. Like the matches are actually hype. They make the game hype.
I'm actually been pretty interested recently in trying to pick up more series of literally about shit that people are just randomly super fucking into that I'm not into.
Well, this is definitely worth a shot.
Or rather, not. Let me rephrase that. Not that people in the series are super into it, but it's a series that tries to show you what is interesting about this topic that maybe is not an obviously interesting topic. Because like there's that other series that's about dictionaries that also I want to watch.
Yeah, this one actually kind of tries to teach you the game and the intricacies behind it to make it more interesting. Yeah.
I feel the same way about, well, a lot of shit, but yeah. I think that's always a nice, healthy thing to kind of watch. It's also interesting to watch something outside of the, like, outside of the template, I guess. It's like being able to watch a sports anime about something that isn't a sport that's already been, established.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get to re-experience the joy of just like those pure basic elements of that make shonen sports series interesting. Like I definitely wouldn't really want to watch like another basketball fucking anime or something like that, you know. Like that's kind of why Haikyuu is cool, I guess, because you know volleyball is pretty new to most of us. Okay, it's new to me. I won't project myself.
I can tell you that much. Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, I don't really know about this, but this is pretty hype. You know, it's kind of cool.
Characters are good. Yeah, the characters in Chihaya Furu are pretty good.
Yeah,
there's rivals.
Gotta have rivals, man. All right. So overall, I'm liking Tsukigakure. This recent episode we're gonna talk about that was kind of whack, but at least it's like it's done, right? Like I think they're finally put the coffin on that stupid drama.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where it's gonna go, but yeah, we'll see. I don't know. What else is there then? Because I don't even remember what else I watched.
Well, I watched Saikano.
Oh yeah. Wait, is it over?
No, there's one more left after this past episode, and this episode was really good.
Wait, fuck, did I not?
Too.
Wait, I watched 9.
Oh, Brett, we actually can't talk about. We can't talk about it all.
Oh my fuck!
Oh, we can't talk about it all.
What the fuck? Fucking Taiga is like not showing that there's another episode.
No,
it only shows
9
episodes available.
This past episode is some shit.
Fuck!
It was like the best episode.
This is
probably.
All right, next week then I guess.
Fuck. All right, my bad. I didn't do all my homework. I guess it's like I did my final project, but then they were like, there was like the group project too, and I'm like, oh. Dude, I blame Taiga. Hella doesn't tell me that there are 10 episodes available. This is fucking whack.
No gold star.
no gold star. Fuck this game. School sucks. Anime school. Shit. Absolutely.
You tried. At least you tried trophy.
Yeah, I got like I don't know. It's like 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, I guess. Fuck. How did that happen? Okay, I'm downloading episode 10 now. Fucking shit. Okay, well we can't talk about that. That means
we actually can't at all.
That means there's nothing else to talk about except how the greatest anime of the year ended, I guess.
Oh,
it's over?
Are you watching the YouTube or the unofficial subs?
I watched the iTorrent.
Oh, okay. I watched the YouTube, so
that's fine. Yet. Okay, so it's not. So you're an episode behind.
Yeah, I'm an episode behind you.
Okay, well, you can tell me what you thought about that episode because we didn't talk about it last time.
Yeah, so I don't know. Just the blonde-haired kid. I don't know. Is this the way people act in these games? They just mash on chat.
Are you talking about the Sword Sand guy?
Yeah.
He's the fucking best, and I'm pretty sure he's the only one who does that shit. I mean, that's part of his personality.
I get this show is so weird. Every character just feels so awkward.
PK.
Yeah, PK.
That guy's the fucking best. It's no competition. He's so good. He's easily my favorite character. And that guy never stops acting like that. The whole fucking series. It's fucking great. But yeah. It's awkward because they're Chinese, Kappa.
It's awkward because they're Chinese. That might be it. But it just seems the way they portray all the characters. They're just it's like Brett says, there's that old samurai movie type humor every once in a while. But this episode actually went ham on it. The whole episode was just trolling.
Yeah,
pretty much.
That episode was pretty
never let off the gas.
Yeah, it was kind of out of control. It's just that one guy talking shit to everybody,
every time he's just talking shit the whole episode.
Yeah, Well, it's a good setup for the next episode, which is good. So I'm excited to be able to talk about it next week. But yeah, insert every week chill that this is the best anime of the year, and I don't even need to watch the other 2 seasons this year to know it. Did you see me tweet about Justin Wong earlier today?
Yes, I did see
'Cause
that.
He was fucking talking about Akashic Record.
Of course he was, dude. That's a classic Justin Wong.
I was like, bruh.
Justin Wong's anime taste is the most questionable.
Yeah, it's pretty sus. It's like the most sus.
God damn it.
He's like actually kind of the epitome of like weird weeaboo normie anime viewer. Like like he only watches the things that are like catering to that audience of people that you don't really think exists. Like you're always like, who would actually like this?
No,
So you'd
but
have to have
the thing-
such bad taste to watch
No,
this.
The real thing is, like the real thing, all right, is that I feel like if you ask him like, well, who's your favorite girl in the show, right? Because obviously you're supposed to have a favorite girl in the show like this, and he'd be like, nah, man, I don't watch it for that. And then you're just like, well, then you have just bad taste in everything.
If you watch Akashic for the girls, I would almost say that's worse than watching it for the plot.
Dude, the plot is so
The girls
are even whacker, yes.
Yeah, I think I don't know if there's a winning argument here. I think it's all whack.
It's just all whack. I don't know. I didn't even watch this week's episode, and I don't know if I will.
Oh, I dropped it a long time ago.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I dropped it a while ago too. I watched like 5 or 6, so but that's still like 4 episodes ago.
Oh, got through the Riel arc, and now I'm just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah. Is there anything else? I guess we're like pretty done with the with anime this week because there's
let's see, recreators. Saikano we couldn't take about Sakura Quest. The Sakura Quest.
y'all aren't watching Kato, and I'm behind on it. Fuck.
Little Witch actually went in a little bit.
Is that series getting?
There's 2 more episodes left.
Jesus Christ, it's not over yet.
It was 2 seasons, man.
I'm just still I've been predicting the series sucks for like my entire life.
It's just fun to watch. That was my explanation last time, and that's my explanation this time too.
Little bitch academia.
I don't know. It's funny. It's fun to watch. It's obviously not made for me, a 31-year-old male.
Yeah, I think I'd like it if I was like literally a 14-year-old girl.
Sounds like
about
normal
right.
trigger shit. Yeah, it's just fun to watch. Like, that's it. I won't buy the DVDs. I won't go out and like buy random merch. I'm going to binge watch everything once it's over for Little Witch Academia. Yeah, you can. You can do that.
I almost want to just watch like a compilation of the animated clips and just be like, all right, that was cool. And then have someone tell me the spark notes of the plot. It feels like an old school Disney cartoon show. That's a pretty good.
That's probably it. Yes.
Yeah. And like a Disney cartoon show, I will never watch a Disney cartoon show ever again.
There was kind of like a twist in it. There was kind of like a twist in the plot that you were just like, not sure how I feel about this.
Gotta keep things spicy, man.
Yeah, I mean, they did a good job with the show. It's enjoyable. The way it's going, I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10 by the end of the season.
The question is, who's best girl?
Latte, probably.
I forget who that is. Is that the
Glasses?
Oh, is that
She's
the
pretty
fucking
great.
girl who has? Wait, no, it's not. Oh, that's. Well, you like her?
She's pretty great, and her family's mad funny too.
What's funny about her?
Wait, hold on, guys. Okay. She well, one of the first episodes you find out she's like a weeb for this book series that has been going on for like hundreds of years or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. And one of the first episodes
Oh no,
is her
I watched
going
that
to a
episode.
con for it. Yeah.
Yeah, I actually watched that episode.
And I don't know, like Susie is just like, I don't know, not existent. Latte is more existent than her, I guess.
I was actually pretty interested in seeing whether people would stick with Sushi because I know a lot of people liked Sushi. In the beginning,
There was one episode that was kind of around her, but not really at the same time.
Of the episodes I watched, my favorite episode was that stupid Mushroom Dreamland Sushi episode. Just because it's like literally the wackest, zaniest, like completely episodic, like enclosed episode. Like you don't even need to watch anything else and you can watch it, I guess. So I did sort of enjoy that episode. I think my favorite episode or my favorite character would probably just be that fucking engineer girl who has the fucking gun.
Oh yeah, she's pretty sick. There was an episode about her too.
Oh shit, okay, maybe I should watch that. That sounds kind of sick.
I won't. Well, you might have seen the clip already, but I still won't spoil it to you.
Okay, well, I'll look out for it.
Actually, yeah, there's an episode about Costanza. I can't cool. Remember. It was like one of the recent ones. It was in the 20s. I know that much.
Interesting. Well, we got some questions we can answer. One is directed to Stickbug. If you guys haven't dropped in some questions, feel free to drop them in on the Ask.fm. I'll throw it in the chat. But there's a question for Stickbug. Who is your mans in Shihafu?
Hold on. It's been a while. Oh, there's a live action film. It's probably got like.
Oh, that's kind of cool, man. I should just watch that.
It's probably interesting. It's oh shit, and they're not gonna have pictures. God damn it! Oh, here we go. I think I liked Arata the best. Taichi was whack. Akito was okay. Yusei was okay. Yeah, definitely Arata. He was godlike. He's my man's. There you go.
All right, Arata.
Yeah,
the man has spoken. And to answer Line's question, yeah, we all dropped Eromanga like hot garbage.
Yeah, man. There's nothing worth talking about in that show. The only thing that was funny that I saw was a clip that had a cameo in it.
With the Orimo characters?
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Okay, here's a question. Would recreators be better if you replace the main character with the one from Tsukigakure?
No.
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't know if the main character from Tsukigakure would get anything done either. Hard to say. Maybe he won't have a friend that he killed, but I don't know. Someone asks us, when's the hentai podcast?
Oh God.
Got to talk to Bryce for that one.
Yeah, I think we need
Bryce. Bryce would be the host for that one. Definitely.
I don't know what the rest of us would talk about unless our homework is like every week we pick like a hentai to watch.
the only thing is, it's like with Bryce, his taste. So like the way Bryce does his taste is you how's it go? So you know how like most people probably like things in the middle of the bell curve,
Yes.
right? He likes the extremes.
He only likes the edges. I remember you told me this before.
So his bell curve is inverted. He has an inverted bell curve, pretty much, is the way his taste works. And I found that out Dojin shopping with him.
It's pretty gross.
He actually won't do a guro. That's it. I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he won't do.
Thank God. Otherwise, we wouldn't really be able to be friends. But you know.
But then, wait, what was But what did we find? Oh, he likes who's his man's? The guy that does the beat up girl dojins. What the hell?
Fatal Pulse.
Yeah, Fatal Pulse. Yeah, but he's in the Fatal Pulse.
Yeah, see, that's like almost guro. That's like pretty gross. I don't know if you've tried to read any of that shit out, but
I have not tried to read any of it. I just know the art style.
It's not so much the art style as like.
Well, I know what they're about.
Yeah,
I know like what the yeah, I know the subject matter.
Abuse is a good word. Yeah, it's abuse, but it's abuse. It gets in that gray zone where it's basically about to be guro. Like it's pretty bad.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's definitely pretty bad.
I'm not an expert, so maybe there's even worse abuse, and I'm just a plebe. But to me, it's pretty difficult to read. I don't read it. I tried like once or twice, and I'm like, okay, this guy's name pops up a lot. I'll try this, and I'm just like, no, I can't do it.
Oh shit, yeah. Some people are just into that.
All right. Here is a completely different question. Best OP ending of the season. Ooh.
OP and ED so far of the season?
Yeah, I'm gonna say I don't even care because there's such low competition this season.
I agree. I think they're all whack.
I agree. Is there one that's okay? I think
I'm gonna agree with Maiko.
Quest OP is okay.
The best opening is easily King's Avatar.
I can't listen to Chinese
singing, dude. It's super good.
It sounds so funny. It just sounds too funny.
King's Avatar, easy.
I actually don't like any ED from this season. It's pretty crazy. I think every ED is just kind of whack.
Yeah, I honestly think it's all fucking whack. Like, I don't like the Saikana opening. I don't like the Tsukigakure opening. I don't like the Kado opening. It's pretty fucking bad. Recreators one sucks too.
The Recreators OP is okay, but it's really not good.
Let's see. Okay, here is another question. Have you guys read Akagi/Kaiji? Are you guys caught up?
No.
If so, thoughts. I'm not caught up on Kaiji because Kaiji is like its own ridiculously long epic. Like, you watch the anime and then they're like, yeah, you know, there's like fucking 8 times more of this, and you're like, oh. So as much as I loved Kaiji, I watched Kaiji season 1 and Kaiji season 2 when they were current. I love them a lot, both of them. And I would definitely, if I had more time, I would read both of them. I like them a lot. So I will just say I like them and they're great. And I watched Akagi, of course. That's kind of required reading if you're alive, in my opinion. Is Akagi. Like, every person listening right now, if you haven't watched Akagi, that's like actually on the list of required reading. And I don't assign required reading very often or watching, but Akagi is actually like on that list. And I read the manga and I'm caught up with the manga. So yeah, the arc is basically over. I don't think it's over. There's maybe like one more chapter that has yet to be scanslated. But you know, I don't know what else to say other than it was wild. It was good. The author goes in some pretty crazy places. He's really unique. So it's just always a treat to read his stuff because he just goes into certain areas that you wouldn't even expect. Like my favorite one, and apologies for the spoiler, but it doesn't really matter, is like partway through the game, Washizu actually dies, and then like there's an entire chapter or like 4 chapters or so maybe where he dies and then he's in hell and then he's like teaching the other tortured humans to like rebel against the Oni who are torturing him.
That's
And then
crazy.
he eventually like Satan comes over and he's like talking shit to Satan and like he's like dominating himself so much over these Oni that he actually grows and he grows and grows and grows. So he's towering over the Oni and he grows so big that he breaks out of hell and he becomes like a Godzilla on Earth. Like he's like as tall as Godzilla. He's like rampaging around Japan. There's like helicopters fighting him, and then he fucking like is slowly shrinking. And he's like, I don't remember what I was doing before I was dead, but I should get back home. And he gets home and he's like slowly shrinking until he is eventually the same size as a person. And he looks through the window and he sees his own dead corpse playing mahjong, you know, on the mahjong table. He's like, that's right. I fucking got killed by Akagi. I gotta beat that motherfucker. And then he wakes up and he like comes back to life.
That's crazy.
It's so good. it's super iconic of the author's writing style. It's fucking wild. I love it. Like he really like creates an interesting blend of this kind of depressive realism mixed with this kind of crazy, almost fantasy, almost like superstitious, almost religious take on like luck and destiny and like power levels basically, which is just really great. And yeah, the way he dramatizes mahjong is quite entertaining. I love everything he does, honestly, and I wish I had more time to watch more, but hopefully if any of you guys don't know anything about this, I really recommend watching Akagi. It's like 24 episodes or something. Definitely one of the most iconic anime ever. And as far as like most people who play mahjong in America go, most of them who play Japanese mahjong, honestly, a large, vast majority, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say probably play the game because of Akagi. That is how
that would not surprise me one bit.
That is how influential the series is, and it is as far as like mind games go and like strategic anime go. Akagi is definitely in a realm of its own, especially for its time. It's pretty old, but it's definitely a masterpiece, which I will always recommend to people. So that is that question. I think this is going back to a comment on something else we were talking about before, is how do we feel about anime movie compilations?
Sorry, say that again.
You cut out.
Oh shit! Really? Why am I cutting out? How do we feel about anime movie compilations?
Anime,
like AMVs.
Like,
so
no,
AMVs,
anime movie compilations.
I don't know if I understand what that is.
Actually, maybe he means. I think he means adaptations.
Oh.
Or actually, I can't tell if this question is. Maybe he might mean things like Gundam, where like they or Madoka, where they make movies that are like. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, I think he's talking about like animes that they basically shrink into like a movie.
I think they're whack unless they give you something more than what the show originally
I don't know if I've ever seen one.
Oh really?
I would just watch like I know there was one for like Evangelion and Madoka and like stuff like that. Like that's what we're talking about, right? Where like they condense the series into a movie,
correct.
Right? Yeah. No, I don't think I've ever seen it.
Not a lot of them actually give you more information at all or like take a different route. It literally is just like condensed.
Yeah, I don't think I've watched many. Okay, actually, I do have a comment to make about this subject. I watched the Gurren Lagann movies, and while the first movie is very unmemorable, it's pretty much just like a condensed version of the first 16. But the second movie is still to this day, though I haven't watched very many others, I at the time and still I really feel like when I watched it, I did not think that a anime recap movie can ever achieve anything as good as what Gurren Lagann did with its second movie. Gurren Lagann, the second movie, did everything right. It is like a masterpiece as far as like condensed movie versions of anime goes. It takes the best elements of every single part of the second movie, makes everything like amazing, adds so much great extra detail, and actually enhances a lot of scenes that were already very emotional and really awesome, and we're actually able to make them even better. So that, as far as I'm concerned, basically that movie did everything that an anime recap movie should do, and it did it like perfectly. So if you haven't actually and you've watched the series, I highly recommend watching just the second movie, Laganhen. It's like really good. It's, a movie length, so I don't remember, it's like an hour and a half or something, but it's definitely one of those like, hey, you want to relive the hype of second season Gurren Lagann or like second half Gurren Lagann in an hour? You just watch that movie because it's super well paced, just super amazingly crafted. And even if you haven't, even if you're not looking for that, if you are a fan of the original Gurren Lagann, then I will always recommend it because the extra things they add in there are really good. It's worth watching just for the extra things they add. Like, I won't spoil what it is, but at the very least, literally the final scenes that were added are amazing. Like the extra level after Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, or I guess like what they show, the remastered version of like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, or like the fist fight between the anti-spiral and Shimon, like those kind of scenes, like what they do in the movie is fucking godlike. So definitely check it out.
I think I watched the first one, and because I didn't like it, I think I didn't watch the second one. So maybe I should go back and.
Yeah, the first one is pretty mediocre. If I recall, they like randomly give like Yoko gets her own Godman randomly or something, and like they
it's
just
been a while.
Yeah, it's
been
pretty forgettable. But definitely, yeah. So check out the second movie if you guys are curious. Let's see what other questions we got here. What mobage would you like to be adopted into an anime that hasn't been already? I don't care about mobage, so this question to me is pretty meaningless. I mean, I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna say Hearthstone just because if Blizzard made an anime, it would probably be sick as fuck.
A what would?
Hearthstone.
Oh.
If Blizzard had the budget and made a fucking anime, it would probably be dope as fuck.
So you mean like a show like King's like an esports?
Oh,
right?
I don't know. I mean, it could just be some stupid fucking Warcraft fantasy anime thing, and I probably wouldn't care. That'd be fine too. I would just be down to basically see Blizzard make anything into an anime. Shadowverse anime probably is gonna happen. I'm gonna guess.
I would probably say Sino Alice just because I don't know what the story is for that, and it's made by Yoko Taro. So
yeah, that'd be cool. I could definitely see that being good. How do you feel about Sawano insert songs?
How do we feel about insert songs?
I'm assuming this. I think this question is just really directly related to some joke I made last week about how there's this trend now with any anime that has like Sawano doing the fucking track, where like, there will be that scene that's really dramatic, and then everyone's yelling, and then like all the voices cut out, and it's just the music, and it like goes silent, and it starts blasting the like iconic hype song of the series. That definitely happened in Recreators like an episode or two ago, and I was kind of laughing about. So that's probably what it's about. Mm-hmm. I would just say it's a thing. Yeah, it's okay, I guess. I mean, It's funny that it's like formulaic now, I guess, but it's better than not having it, I guess. Like it's better than just having a shitty anime with shitty music. So, Swan music's really good. So, superpower sports anime versus realistic sports anime.
I haven't watched enough Superpower to comment.
You watch Free.
I watched like the first season and then I was like,
I didn't watch the second season, so you've watched as much as I have. I'm surprised you watched the entire first season.
That wasn't Superpower though. That was just
I don't know, dude. I guess so. I mean, do you not remember that last episode? Where they're they're doing like drugs, like he's like swimming in this like Technicolor water, and he's like there's like fucking like animals in the water. I don't even remember. Yeah, I guess okay. Superpower sports anime would be like Kuroko, Prince of Tennis, iShield 21 for sure.
I think Haikyuu is a good balance. Honestly, I'd have to speak to that. Like I like balance.
I'm cool with Superpower.
I guess I just need to watch Kuroko. Like
Kuroko's fucking sick.
Yeah, I've just heard so many good things about it that I should just watch it at some point.
I'll say that I really think both are fine for me personally. Like,
I agree.
If I had to just like, I think the easiest way for me would be to say, okay, what do I like the most? Like, what's my favorite sports anime? My favorite sports series would probably be iShield 21 and Ippo. I think Ippo is pretty realistic. I think fairly realistic at least. I mean, excluding some of the stupid shit, it's fairly realistic, right? They don't have superpowers other than Ippo not ever being able to be knocked down because he's a piece of shit. But other than that, Ippo's pretty realistic. iShield 21 on the other hand is like pretty ridiculous. And I like Kuroko. Is. Yeah. Keijo is real sports.
Yeah, okay.
I think it's like there's like different. I mean, there's different things to enjoy. I would say, here's a better way for me to phrase it. I would say like the pinnacle of sports anime will definitely, if it ever gets achieved, it will definitely be based on realism.
Yeah, I could see that.
So like, and it hasn't been made yet. I don't think there's a series where I can say like this is like as good as it's ever gonna get. Like I still think we're far from it. Like, you know, things like that. For example, Haikyuu, which is really popular right now. Like things like Haikyuu, which touch on some subjects that are good subjects. I feel like those are the kind of subjects that still, you know, can be really, really, really explored. And the fact that just touching the surface of those subjects already gets people really excited in a series like Haikyuu is just a testament to how far we still have to go. Like, you know, Haikyuu is one of the few series that touches on a deep level about things like it touches on like if it has a good balance of the individual and the team, which is something that most series do not do well. And it has a good balance of understanding like each character's actual development, but also on like how each character bonds as, you know, a person with the other players. And it has a really good emphasis on like teamwork and what it means to be on a team beyond just like we are on the same team, which even in a lot of the other good realistic series do not do well. Like for example, Slam Dunk, right? Slam Dunk is really, really good. It's, you know, again, heralded as being like every young boy in Japan's Bible, right? It's the thing you compare every other sports anime to, and it does a lot of great things right. It has some pretty great iconic characterizations, and it certainly sets a lot of the tone for every other like dynamic in sports anime ever. Like every fucking cool genius type rival sports character is literally just based on Rukawa, you know, like every character is literally based on him. and it sets the tone, and it's great for a lot of the things it does. But like one of the things I, for example, don't think it does very well is it doesn't really talk about teamwork. It's not ever really about teamwork, and even throughout most of the series in Slam Dunk, most of those characters are really just like approaching the game from their own individual stance of like improving. They're just like all trying to get good to help carry the team, but it's like that's what the team is for that series. It's still generally like a sum of its parts, and it's always highlighting the people in the team. So that's one of the things I think Haikyuu does well is that it talks about this dynamic between characters like Hinata and I'm having a brain fart. Kageyama, thank you. Or like Tsukishima and his relationship with like everyone else because he's an asshole. Like it's pretty cool to see those kind of things, and I think that's a lot of why people like the series. Like it touches on these things that we are all like, yeah, we like watching those things, and we like we like experiencing that kind of stuff. But I think the fact that it just touches on them and is already like kind of really popular just from the aspect just shows that, yeah, I still think we have a long way to go. So I'm still hoping that we get like a really on point sports anime. I won't pretend I've watched everything though, so I'm certain that people in the chat can tell us about other series that do touch on these points. But
yeah, what's the tennis anime?
Diamond Ace. Or sorry, I mean Baby Steps. Baby Steps.
Yeah, Baby Steps. I think Baby Steps is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear a lot of good things about that. I mean, to be fair, there's a lot of sports anime too. So
yeah, there's a lot. I saw Diamond Ace. That was a baseball one though.
Yeah. Diamond Ace is a baseball one. I know that one's good too.
It's good, yeah.
So I mean, honestly, like sports as a genre is just also really big. It's like really heavy, a lot of content. It's difficult enough to make a good series without trying to aim to explore all these other things. But I would say on the other end of the spectrum is that we're definitely kind of hitting our cap as far as superpower sports anime goes. Just by, if anything, just by the fact that a lot of us can just say things like, oh yeah, Kuroko is basically like fucking godlike, and we will all agree on this and just be like, Kuroko is the gold standard now, kind of for.
Yeah, so what's going to beat it, I guess.
Yeah. Like
everything else will just be below it until something comes up and beats it.
Yeah, I think Kuroko is really tough to beat as far as that kind of genre goes. It does so many things right. It's got like the hype. It's everything is sick. But I don't know if there's much room to grow. So hoping we get some kind of realistic sport anime in the future. Can Stickbug recite Giranzabi's speech but replace it with some FGC stuff? That sounds hard.
What is that? You would have to link it to me.
That'll have to be a project.
Yeah,
for the future. Okay, here's a pretty good question. Best show you have watched this season that isn't from this season.
Oh, so like a carryover?
Yeah, carryover.
So it's
Saikano.
That doesn't count because it's a season 2, or are we counting season 2s?
Well, I mean, I thought that was the whole point.
Titans
okay.
Too.
I guess we're counting season 2s. Yeah.
What carries over from last season?
Well, because like Little Witch
Academia.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're right. Okay, so yeah, let's count season 2s. Yeah. Yeah, Saikano easily.
Yeah.
And I haven't even watched this episode, but
Saikano season 2 is just way better than season 1 because they're doing things.
Yeah.
It's like
Saikano season 2 has actually blown away what I thought originally about the show. But while we're on the subject of season 2s, can we talk about can I talk about Titan?
Oh yeah, Titan? Yeah. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah.
So it ended at where you guys probably thought it was going to end. Magic powers, pretty much. Well, we don't know what they are in the show yet, but I think they referred to him as the coordinate.
Oh god damn it! Yeah, okay.
Yeah, like the coordinator. Yeah.
Okay, they didn't call him coordinator. They called him the coordinate, or he has the coordinate. is the way it was translated on Crunchyroll, however good that is.
It
Yeah,
doesn't
it's
matter because they're gonna re-explain it to you later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, it ended with that, and everybody like kind of realizes now that they're not fighting something that was like sent from God to punish them, but rather like they're fighting an enemy that is them. It's human. It's a human enemy. So
Yeah. Did
how it
they?
ended, and the last episode was really like well animated and hype and good.
So they showed somebody using powers, right?
They showed. So let's see. I mean, other than the armored Titan and all of that good stuff, all they did. So what happened at the end? They zoomed in on the big ape,
Yeah.
the big ape-looking Titan, and there
Okay,
was a
right.
guy on his back with his shirt off and glasses, and he just said something, and then that was the end of the episode.
Okay. Yeah.
But that, I mean, they showed what's his face just using the powers to kind of control the Titans.
Oh, Aaron.
Yeah, that was
Okay.
it.
Yeah. So they show that. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I don't know how it happened in the manga, but I'm assuming they stayed like true to it, but
It's
he
the
went
same.
to like punch it. He went to like punch the Titan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then that other Titan just like runs up and attacks. Like that was fucking sick.
Yeah. It's pretty dope.
I don't know.
This is the part where it starts to be kind of sick again. Almost. You guys still got tough through a kind of mediocre arc, but the stuff
Yeah.
they show that you saw is kind of what started keeping my interest again. Or at least the
Oh, you mean this past episode? Like what happened in that?
like
episode?
now there's a lot more that they're probably going to tell us about
Yes, correct.
the enemy.
Yeah, which is good because I don't know if it stayed like. Well, I guess I kind of assumed it was ever since the end of season 1. You kind of assumed like, oh well, if humans can turn into Titans, then it's probably they're fighting humans. We are the demons type thing.
Yeah. Like if it's one thing in hindsight, at least, like I think at the time maybe I didn't really feel that strongly about it, but I think at least in hindsight, it is nice that the series, while kind of slowly, it is true that it kind of does it slowly, but it does kind of have a sense of progress, right? Like it is to be fair, it is moving, so it's kind of nice that that there's gonna there's moving. And
you don't. What you're saying is you don't know what the end game is, but it's making progress, which is good. Yeah.
Did they show Ymir?
They showed Ymir at the very end. She was just kind of laying, but I don't think they really explained her actions that well.
But what did she do?
She bailed. Well,
okay, she bailed with the guys, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you catch anything she said? Because in the manga, she says something that's pretty important.
I don't think so. I would have to go back and rewatch it.
Okay,
It
it's like she says
a really bad translation too.
In the manga, and it's not really a spoiler, but she basically says a bunch of enigmatic shit that you're not really sure about. It doesn't really make sense, but she says some things that if you think about it, you might imagine certain things. Like she doesn't. It's like you basically catch almost like half a conversation where like she's talking about some shit and you don't really know what she's talking about, but
okay,
you can kind of infer that it means that there's more that meets the eye to some other shit too.
Okay, I might go back and rewatch.
They might not. They just might not have brought it. So, there's going to be another 1:00 tour. Too bad they suck. But they're August 15th, San Jose.
He's touring what?
Nothing. It's just like a
okay
rock band that sucks now.
Oh wow.
Anyways, yeah. So that's cool. Apparently there's another season of Attack on Titan coming out.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that too.
So
They have to. It has to be doing well.
I don't see. I don't know. Well, I don't know how well it's doing. The reception in the West seems pretty subpar, though.
Is it?
For what, Titan?
Yeah, I mean,
Think so?
Dude,
I don't really see.
Every kid at an anime convention has a freaking survey corpse.
Oh,
Yeah, the jacket.
that's not what I mean. I
and
mean
shit.
this season.
Yeah, maybe
There-
this season it definitely feels weaker.
There's a lot of hype that's residue from season 1, and the franchise overall is obviously healthy. But I just don't really see people talking or getting hype for season 2. It's very undermentioned compared to almost everything else. The only times I really ever see people talking about it are with regard to animation.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of slow in the beginning. At the ending, it picked up, but the beginning was definitely kind of slow.
Let me see. There was another pretty good question here. Oh yeah. So to answer the question, I guess Saikano, right? For
Yeah,
that.
returning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to say more about Saikano, but I'll just wait till it's over over because I already have so many good things I want to talk about Saikano, but I'm sure that I might as well just wait till we finish it. But
Godlike.
TLDR, I just really think Saikano is really good. It does a lot to go beyond your expectations of both the genre and the series, and it actually kind of transforms. Like,
Yeah, I think so too.
we definitely were not expecting us to give us the
No.
amount of depth and material that season 2 gave us, like at all.
Nope, not at all.
They didn't even have to. They just did it, and it's like it's good.
Let's see. How long does an anime have to be before you drop it because it's too long? Or can something with 100 plus episodes be carried just by having a great story / cast?
Well, if KV was in here, he'd go Gintama.
How many episodes it said?
He said, so how long does it have to be before you drop it due to pure length? Or are you down to just watch it for something forever?
I cannot do insanely long shows. I just can't even do them. Like if I look at something and it's probably more than like 50 something, because I think there were a few shows that were up in the 50 somethings, 40 somethings.
Mm-hmm.
I can watch some of those, but
Mhm.
anything over that is just like, that's getting up there, man. That's getting past the point of no return of like the show's not stopping for a very, very, very long time.
I will watch anything regardless of length if it's good enough, but not very many things are good enough.
Right, I can agree with that. Like I've definitely watched 100 plus episode shows.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I watched Legend of Galactic Heroes. That's like over 100. I watched. I mean, Full Metal Alchemist is like Jesus Christ. I don't even know. It's hell too.
Was FMA a lot?
Felt like a lot. I guess it was maybe 50.
Yeah.
I watched it
That was
all
one
in
of the
one
old
fucking
50
sitting.
shows. Damn. You went ham, dude.
Yeah. 70. Okay, more than 50. 70. I feel also that I think our generation, if we watched anime like say like pre 2007 or something like that, like there was a lot of stuff that was like 50 episodes and that was kind of like the norm actually.
Yes, it was.
I think that a lot of people
37.
nowadays might not realize that because I think nowadays 12 is like kind of average,
Super
and even
short.
24 is like I feel like 24 is surprising nowadays. Like if a series actually gets 24 episodes, like whoa, like Recreators is 24, that's crazy, right? But it's like back in the day, that's like par for the course, honestly. And things felt whack as fuck if they were under that.
Yeah. It's changed.
Which is unfortunate because length is a good thing. As much as we hate things like fillers and stuff, like length ideally allows you to create a more elaborate story with time to embellish everything.
Yeah, it just gives you a better time to like explain a world.
Right? Yeah, you
right?
can create a grander story, right? Like, I mean, I guess the only thing recently that was that big that I watched was maybe Arslan. Arslan was pretty long, right? It was like 24, and then it had another like 12 episodes or something. FMA Brotherhood was 64. That's good. Yeah, FMA Brotherhood is pretty chunky. So is Hunter x Hunter. And at least Gundam does have 50. Except, well, IBO was a solid like 48 or something probably. But I mean, Build Fire season 2 was not. Build Fire season 2 was like 24 episodes, something like that. So even Gundam is skimming, right? Like, I mean, G Reco wasn't 50, was it? If it was, then Jesus Christ. I'm assuming that it bombed and they probably like canceled it, or it only did 24. Because if they really did 50 episodes of G Reco, then god damn.
Rip
Yeah.
us.
Yeah. Yeah, Reco was 24. Okay, good. That's what I'm expecting, because it just like that series, it's unfathomable to me for that to succeed enough for them to support more than 24 episodes of it, honestly. Like 30 at most. But I mean, that series is just fucking trash. So I think most of us agree that we'll watch something that's good enough to watch all of it if it's good enough, but just I don't know, will something like that come out anymore? I guess Hero Academia, like that might keep trudging and we could keep watching it, I guess. G-Reco's 26, yeah. So yeah, that's our answer, but difficult question. All right, easy one. Favorite voice actor, actress. Man, these questions.
Sawashiro.
Oh, man, picking one is bullshit.
Yeah, I don't know, actually.
I'm just gonna say I can't pick one, but if I had to, it's evil. Even asking me to pick one is just creating a sin, in my opinion. I think it's impossible for male voice actors to pick one and not be wrong. But if I had to pick one, I will say that the one I enjoy hearing the most when he does pop up is probably Koyasu. Just too different and awesome. But I will have to also mention like Suabe, Wakamoto, Nakata George, Mamoru, etc., etc., etc. Yeah. Actresses, I like Omigawa Chiaki though. She's my wife. What anime do you look forward to next season? I don't think we care.
Not yet.
Orimono, man, I already told you. It's my shit.
Oh, right. After Shirobako, what anime are you gonna watch? Is your good anime you need to catch up on, Brett? Oh, I don't know. It might be time to watch Madoka finally.
Hey,
it might finally be time.
Madoka?
Huh?
Madoka? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Madoka.
I don't know. I want to watch fucking Bunok Shoujo or whatever it's called. That stupid that fucking that theater anime. I keep forgetting what it's called. You watched it, Alan.
Which one? New game? What?
Rakugo Shinju. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
I still want to watch Rakugo Shinju. Showa Genroku. There we go. Showa Genroku Shinju. I want to watch that series. I don't even remember what it said, but yeah.
This is like goes back to our show about something that you don't care about.
I watched 91 Days. I did at Mega J. But yeah, so I'm thinking about watching that, or I'm actually thinking about watching something old that I haven't watched yet. There's still stuff in my backlog. When will Arm watch King's Avatar?
I should, but man, my past couple weeks have been so busy. I went CEO this past weekend, man.
Yeah. I don't know. If Art has to go back and watch it like now, I think he can hold on to that because it's on YouTube too. It's not even like you need to download it or
It's pretty easy.
yeah.
Someone
easy
says, "When's
access.
Mahoka?" Ugh.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. We told you that show actually explains, it goes ham in trying to explain like how magic works.
Mahoka, like I already know I'm gonna enjoy it, but it's just kind of like a dumb like I can live the rest of my life without having watched Mahoka.
Yeah, I don't think it's that important.
I'm trying to knock out the stuff that I probably should finish before I die or go blind. And Mahoka is definitely not on that list. But Rakugo Shinju is on that list of consideration for sure. Have you guys started looking at which Summer Trash will be the most entertaining? Nope.
Nope.
What was that?
Summer Trash will be the most entertaining.
Any other good anime about shogi other than Shio no O? I have absolutely no idea. All right, so this we'll end on this last question, which is a pretty good question because we're getting pretty far. What series do you want another season of that ended a while ago? It's a really tough question.
Pretty hard.
I'm gonna. Oh no, I won't say it. Sorry, I won't say it. I mean, did Kekai Sensen get a second season?
It's getting one next season.
Okay, so we don't need to say that.
2 seasons from now, yeah, you don't need to burn that one.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say. Noeen. Really old. I'd be down to see a actually, can I say Drifters? I mean, Drifters got like nowhere. We definitely need Drifter season 2, like super fucking bad. I think that's legit. Yeah, give me Drifter season 2. We're in need of that. Fucking, it is getting a season 2. Okay, fucking shit. Okay. One Punch Man season 2. There we fucking go. Give me that shit. If that's getting fucking season 2 as well, then fuck. Just give me Kinara Mosaic season 3. Actually, fuck everything. Kinara Mosaic season 3. There's nothing I need more of in my life, more so than more Toyama Now talking in general. Toyama Now is like God's gift. Yeah, give me another Kinara Mosaic.
There are like 3 shows that come to mind. The first one was God, I just had the name of it in my head. Hold on. Moribito. I don't know if you guys watched that show ever.
No, I haven't.
There was Moribito, and then Usagi Drop. I wanted the second season of that, and then there was Nichijou. I think Nichijou should just go on forever, but I know it won't. It's probably never coming back.
Damn, you said Usagi Drop?
Yeah.
Word?
I read it. That's one of the only manga I've ever read.
Did it end? I don't remember.
Yes, it did end.
How did it end?
A lot of people were tight.
I don't remember how it ends. How does it end?
Oh, he freaking chooses her.
Word.
I don't know. Like, it's very...
You're a pedo.
Yeah, it was just like one of those endings where I think a lot of people were like, wow, it actually ended that way.
I think I read it, but I don't remember already. All right. Well, on a related note, while I said we were going to end here, we're going to revive the questioning session with a fitting question, which is, what do you think of reviving a series that already ended, i.e. Code Geass, Dragon Ball Super?
Oh, so they would just like kind of redo the last.
Basically,
No,
what do you guys think
no,
about
reboot.
series that revive the franchise and just try and create
it's
more?
like, so it's straight up like the show's been on a hiatus for years,
Or done. It's done.
or it's done, and then they just decide to bring it back.
Like Dragon Ball Super, right? Dragon Ball was done, and then they're like, we're just gonna make more Dragon Ball.
I think in the case of Dragon Ball, it's fine, but in Code Geass, it's kind of like,
Yeah, no, I don't want Code Geass season 3. The season ended. It's like season 2 ended exactly where it should have ended. You know. Yeah, no Naruto zombification shit. Fuck that noise. And on a similar note, I don't like remakes either. Honestly, for example, their studio production IG is going to make a Legend of the Galactic Heroes remake, and it is literally impossible for them to do it well. You know why? Because it is already the best fucking anime ever made. So they will need to have basically made another best anime ever made in order to be as good as the current already made Legend of Galactic Heroes. It makes no sense. It is literally an impossible feat. I already know that I will be disappointed no matter what they do. I would like to be surprised, but I will be so surprised if it is even a semblance of as good as the original series. It's almost impossible of a feat to do without literally copying it one for one. I don't even know if they have all the voice actors, so they're going to have to get new voice actors, and there's like 60 characters in the series, and there's like every single famous voice actor ever made is like a male is in this series. So I don't know how it's going to be possible, and I think it is the worst decision ever to remake the series. Although, like, I will be happy for people who watched the series as a result of them rebooting the series, but I would have much rather them just actually watch the original. But I suppose in an extremely pragmatic way that is a little bit good in life for them to have remade the series, but they're probably going to butcher it, like 99.999% sure that they're going to fuck it up. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible. But it is Production IG, so maybe they won't fuck it up. But, like, I don't know, man. Like, it's just like, no one's going to care about it. Like, it's for fucking old people. Like, kids aren't going to watch that series. There's no superpowers. Like, if it has shitty CG too, I'm gonna be sad. Like, the battles are already kind of poverty, so I don't know what they're gonna do about it. If they're just gonna keep it the way it is, that's kind of like no one's gonna like that. But if they try and actually draw these like epic space battles with like fucking hundreds of thousands of ships, like galaxy size fucking star fleets, like I don't know how they're gonna do that. Literally, the way the old series does it is by just showing you like radar diagrams of big colored blocks. Like, that's basically what they do, which is kind of awesome in its own right, but it's not gonna fly now, so I don't know what they're gonna fucking do. I just am scared. I just really think they're gonna fuck it up. But I don't know. So I'm not even crossing my fingers. I'm just like waiting for the inevitable, like when you fucked up on a test and you know you did it and you're just like waiting for the fucking F to drop. Not that this ever happened to me, but you know. Anyways, yeah, that's probably all the time we have for questions. So thanks for submitting your questions, guys, and feel free to drop more for us next week. But we'll be talking about the stuff that I fucked up on and couldn't talk about today. So we'll have lots of stuff, and maybe we'll actually get KV. And I think next week it will probably be on a Thursday. Yeah, it's gonna be Thursday. for a podcast next week. I'm pretty like 99% sure because I'm going to be working on Tuesday for sure. So we'll see you guys next Thursday at the very least. If you missed part of this podcast, I've been pretty good about uploading these on YouTube now, thankfully. So you guys can check it out here. And I don't know, any final words from you guys, Arm or Alan?
No, final. I guess like most things are wrapping up next week for the most part. So next week should be like the wrap up.
Scummiest character of the season, go.
Oh, it's definitely what's her face?
Magane?
Magane, yeah. But she's godlike at the same time, so it's like
she's pretty sick.
She's like a godlike scummy character.
True dat. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Laters.
Yep. Peace.